Hey guys, it's HarleyWood. Several months ago, I did a review on the Ring gun safe alarm. Now, Ring didn't really release a gun safe alarm. Basically what I did was I took one of their motion sensors that's part of their alarm package options. I put it inside of my safe. I configured it so that if there were any motion detected, it would send an alert to my phone. If the alarm was armed, it would actually set the alarm off for the house. Well, I went to SHOT Show 2020 this year and I saw something that not only gave me most of that functionality, but also took it a couple steps further. This is the puck from Lockdown. This is a pretty cool little solution. Now you'll notice as I'm holding it, you're gonna see the logo blinking because basically it's detecting the fact that I'm moving it. So disregard that. It gives motion alerts. It can do temperature, humidity. It can alert and sound an audible alarm from the speaker down below. If a door is opened, I'm gonna put this in my safe. I'll show you how that works. But if the door is open, it'll sound an audible alert and it sends notifications for all of the above to my phone. I installed the little extension inside the door of my safe and got the little magnet. It threads into the end. So the little green part that you see there is actually the magnet. Installed the wall plate on the inside of the safe, attached the puck to it. A lot of trial and error. I had to put my camera on the inside, take several measurements, see how everything was aligning. Take your time with this part. But basically then when I closed the door, the magnet touched up against the puck and the puck registered that the door was closed. Here is the dashboard in the application. Currently you can see I have it set to disarmed. The difference between armed and disarmed is when it's armed and the door of the safe or whatever you put this in, liquor cabinet, whatever, is opened, it will sound an audible alert on the device. The device has a built-in speaker. It will also do it if motion is detected, okay? So it'll sound an audible alert. So put it in your liquor cabinet. If you have teenagers and they open the liquor cabinet, it will sound an alert. Let's test out the door open feature. So I'm just gonna open the door. All right, you heard the beep. It basically means that the sensor was broken. And then it typically takes a few seconds to send that alert to the phone. There you can see gun safe door open. If I close it back, you heard it beep. It'll take a couple more seconds and it'll send me an alert saying that the door was closed. There's the next alert, door closed. Here you can see motion detection. Inside of here, you can set the motion detection to high, mid, low, or turn the sensitivity completely off. All I'm gonna do is give the handle a decent little jiggle just to simulate somebody. All right, and you can hear it has started to beep inside. There's the notification on my phone. Dismiss that. Turn off the alarm. Usually takes 3 to 4 seconds. Just beeped inside and stopped alerting. And now it's disarmed. All right, let's do this again. Here you can see I have the gun safe disarmed, but it is still monitoring for motion detection. So again, I'm gonna jiggle the handle. Wait a few seconds, and there, jarring was detected. If I go back, here's my temperature. The current temperature inside my gun safe is 73 degrees, and I have a high threshold of 80 and a low threshold of 36 degrees. If the safe goes above 80 degrees inside, it will sound an alert. Down here, you can see the history of the temperature of my safe. So it was down in the 70s, 73, and the minimum for this time range was 68 degrees. The max was 75. I can do day view, week view, month view, year view. So here you can see a week view, and you can drag your finger along the timeline to see what the temperature was. Here you can see my current humidity, and I can set a threshold for alerting me. So if I wanted to set it to anything over 60% humidity alerting me, and anything under, let's say, 20% humidity alerting me. It also shows you the history of the humidity, and you can drag your finger across there to see it. So month view, day, week, year. Go into the Wi-Fi. Now, I did have some issues originally getting this set up with the Wi-Fi. For my particular router, I have UVerse, and my 2.4 gigahertz and my 5 gigahertz bands both run on the same SSID. They have essentially the same name. They run on different channels, but the name was the same. This thing had a hard time determining that. I called their technical support, and within 3 minutes, they were able to help me determine what it was. I simply went into my router configuration. I gave my 2.4 and my 5 gigahertz their own unique SSID names, and then this was able to connect to the 2.4. This will not connect to the 5 gigahertz. Here you can see that my signal strength is actually pretty low. Now I will tell you, my router is only about 15 feet away from the safe. When the puck is not in the safe, my signal strength is fine. When I put it in the safe, it's a little bit of like a Faraday cage kind of situation, and it blocks a lot of the signal, so my signal drops. Anyway, that's all that's available here on the Wi-Fi. I just kind of did want to give you a little bit of that nuance so you could know what to expect if you have a similar situation. All right, in the power settings. Now, I've had this a little over a week, and when I initially installed the batteries, they were at 90%. In the course of a week, I have not had power save mode on, but it has dropped 21% in a week. It also comes with a short charging cable as well as a 10-foot long charging cable. I'm gonna have to hook up that 10-foot long charging cable. I do have power inside my safe, and I don't wanna have to change batteries every 6, 8, 10 weeks, so I'm gonna go ahead and hardwire it. And the Audible Alerts. So again, I mentioned that the puck has a speaker on it. You can choose if door opening and closing sounds the alarm, if arming and disarming has that little beep, and then when the alarm siren goes off, if it actually beeps. Here is your notifications. The only device I have is the gun safe, and in here you can set if you want push app notification, SMS, or an email for any of these events. So if I said that when this alarm goes off, I want it to send me an SMS and an email, I could simply flip those toggles and then it would do that. If you wanted to just be blown up when this thing has any sort of motion, temperature, humidity, you can turn all of these on if you want. I'm fine with just the app notification, so this is kind of the state that I typically have it in. Back into the menu here, I'm going to go to settings. Inside of settings, you can just choose if you want it in Fahrenheit and Celsius, and if you want it to automatically pick up the day and time. And lastly, manage devices. Again, I only have the one single device in here, so you're just going to see gun safe, but if you did have multiple, they would all show up in a list here. The rest of the menu here is just some about information, contact, help, and additional products. All right, so a little more featureful than the Ring motion sensor, right? It seems very well thought out. It has a lot of nice packaging, the app is well done. My only critique would be that the Wi-Fi connectivity, I had some issues with it. It seems pretty solid now. I will say I wish the Wi-Fi signal was a little bit stronger, but again, I feel like that's an issue that I kind of created. If you're using this for a liquor cabinet or whatever, something else, you probably won't have this issue. I stuck this in a big, thick gun safe, basically created a Faraday cage around it, and the Wi-Fi is really having to do some work in order to talk to this reliably. Otherwise, it seems really well thought out, even to the point where when I called customer support, the logo does different things. It dances around the screen, it spins, it turns different colors, and every sequence of motion or colors of the logo means something different. So when we were troubleshooting it, he just asked me, what are the logos doing? And I would tell him and he'd say, okay, that means this. And then we would do something else in the app and the logos would change and do something else. They really thought this out well. Hopefully you don't have any connectivity issues via Wi-Fi like I did. I would also recommend that you hardwire this unless you want to change batteries every 10, 12 weeks. It's kind of seeming what I'm pacing towards. Other than that, much better than what I had previously. So I'll post a link in the description below. At the time of watching this video, depending on where you shop, it's going to be anywhere from $90 to $110. I found it on Amazon for like $91 and some change. There's a link in the description below. That's it, guys. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below. I've got lots more videos to come, and I'll see you in the next one.